This Raw Vision video is brought to you by Metro Solar, proud partner of the Richmond Football Club. G'day Tiger fans, welcome to the Spotlight on round 19. It's brought to you by Metro Solar, and the Tigers take on the GWS Giants. It's a twilight game on Saturday at the MCG, and as always, we're joined by Daly. He's brought the kids in this morning, mate, on your day off.
Yeah, mate, brought the kids in. We're on our way to the Collingwood farm, so just thought we'd do the right thing by you, mate, and come in and get this done today so you can have some sleep and heading off to Perth again,
back to Perth tomorrow, so I appreciate that. But good vibe around the club, I reckon, at the moment. 4 in a row and a little bit of form for the boys. Yeah,
it's good for not only the players and coaches, but also the supporters out there to see getting some reward for our efforts. And 4 in a row is a great result for us, and there's a fair few teams in front of us who are falling at the minute, so it brings us up the ladder a bit and gives us a little bit of hope, but it's just good for the whole club, mate, to be honest, and just to show what we can do.
Playing some good footy. Let's have a look at the team, and a couple of players in. Ricky Pettard back in from 1 week with that injury to his hand, and Ben Griffiths comes in. Obviously Steve Morrison and Tyrone have gone out, we know about that.
Yeah, so obviously Ricky had a surgery on his finger last week, so he's a good replacement for Morrow with his hardness and toughness, and actually showed that he can play some pretty good football through the midfield weeks leading up to his injury. And of course Tyrone out, if no one's heard, he got 4 weeks suspension, so Ben Griffiths took 10 marks last week in the VFL and had 3 or 4 shots on goal, so he comes in to replace him, so handy replacement.
Griffo is going to be important. The first battle we'll have a look at is Biggie Varn versus Mummy in the ruck. That's where it all starts. And
absolutely.
It's a pretty good matchup, this one, when you have a look at the numbers there.
Oh, it is, and Ibby's starting to hit some really good form, from 2 years ago. He's had 7 games back now, and his last 4 have been pretty good, and it's no coincidence we've won the 4. So, and Mumford watched his game last week against Geelong, and he was pretty good. He had a good battle against their ruckman, and he's probably a big catalyst for them in terms of their clearances and their contested footy, which will be a big aim for him this week. So that's going to be a massive battle for us this week. And as you said, Griffo will need to come in and play his role at stages through the ruck as well.
They're pretty similar. They get after the ball at ground level and create a path for their on-ballers, don't they, really?
Yeah, they do. And they're almost like an extra midfielder for both sides, their follow-up work and ability to cover the ground. And so that battle will go a long way to determining the winner of the game, I think.
What about the big key forwards? Jeremy Cameron's out, but Patton and Tom Boyd, they're just starting to show a little bit. They can really mark the footy, these boys.
Yeah, they are. And Patton here, as you see with that mark there, he's starting to get a little bit more confidence and probably a lot more belief, starting to string some games together. And
what about that one?
Yeah, that's a terrific mark.
He's a monster, isn't he?
He's a big boy. So I dare say Rancy will probably get the job on him. Yeah. And then we've got obviously Chappie, Grimesy and Batchelor who can rotate through Boyd. They'll obviously have to use one of them in the ruck to give Mumford a hit out as well. So whether they bring in another tall or they go a bit smaller, who knows? But
they've got Tomlinson as well. Yeah,
Tomlinson, who's been playing wing, half forward. He can take a good grab going forward. But our defenders need to be on song. They've been terrific the last 4 weeks, but they can't take these guys easily. They've got to make sure that they create a contest and bring the ball to ground and give us the opportunity to run off and not allow them to take marks like you've just seen on the vision.
Our on-ballers are in terrific form. Obviously, Koch, Lids played well last week, Dusty and Milesy, but these boys have got a few as well, particularly their captain, Callan Ward, with his contested possession, and Treloar, he's outstanding. Yeah,
well, we were fortunate enough last time we played him. Grigger did a good job on Wardy. Yeah. Obviously, Griggs only had 1 game back, so he probably needs another 1 or 2 in the VFL, so obviously we want to set someone to do the task on him, but I just read the paper this morning and Ward was saying they're embarrassed by the last time we played them, so no doubt they'll come out and have a good crack, and contested footy will be a big key for both sides. As you said, some terrific midfielders there. Yeah. Treloar, Shields been in good nick. So our boys, again, like the defenders, just need to be on song and come out with the same aggression as they've done the last 3 or 4 weeks and just hunt these guys, be the hunters.
Yeah. I brought up this stat. I didn't do the research. Young Pikelets did the research, our main man over there. But the contested ball, I reckon Dimmer would love this. The last 2 weeks, if you have a look at the numbers here, plus 33, and plus 28. If you do that, you're not going to lose many games, are you?
Absolutely, mate. In the last 4 weeks, I think we ranked number 1 in the AFL for contested ball, and for the season we ranked number 2. So one of the biggest things Dimmer said in the review was he wants to get to number 1 by the season end. Yeah. So I think we're about 15 in contested differential behind Fremantle. So if we can bridge the gap on those, it's a big emphasis for us. It's been the main catalyst in the 4 wins, just our contested ball. So he knows his shit over there, doesn't he?
He does, young Pikelets. You can see he's nearly taking over from Scones, our main man on the camera there.
Yeah, he's looking a bit down there at the minute, a bit dejected. He's been taken over.
Hey, what's going on with our MCG form? 2 from 9. We've won more games interstate than we have at the G. We've got to bounce back this week.
What is the record?
I think it's 2 from 9 at the G.
Wow, what about interstate? 3, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's embarrassing, isn't it?
We can even it up this week.
And then beat the Bombers and we'll be back in front. So, it's an interesting stat, that one. It's a good one, Richo. Yeah. You got me on the hop there.
Nothing else to say about it.
Nothing else to say about it. Except just win, eh?
Yeah, just win, please. I reckon you've got something to say about the push-up king. Jakey's retired this week. We all love him around the club, and I know you do. You've got a few words on him?
Yeah, look, the push-ups, he's probably one of the first guys I had to deal with when coming in to Richmond, apart from Jack. I remember Dimmer saying to me about round 3 of 2010, I decided to send Jakey King forward because he was playing a bit back, and I said, oh God, don't do this to me, mate, seriously. Like, I'm trying to make a mark here, and it's hard enough dealing with Jack, but to send Kingy down my way, I'm not too sure if I'll last a year out, but he's been outstanding. I've become pretty good mates with him, and I was probably fortunate enough that he actually told me on Friday that he was going to give it away, and I had a good chat with him about it, and he's going to sit beside me in the box and do some work for the rest of the year. But he's been enormous for our side and our forward line, and everyone talks about Jack and down in the forward line, but if there's one guy who kept the structure down there and helped me coach him, it was Kingy, and he's been outstanding, and a lot of people don't see a lot of the stuff he does off the field with families and kids, and he comes across as being a big tough nut, but he's a bit of a softie at heart, and he's going to be missed, but I'm sure that he'll won't be forgotten.
He won't be, and I'm sure we're going to send him off in the next few weeks for the footy club. All the fans love him. Thanks for coming in, Danny.
Pleasure,
on your
mate.
Day off. Enjoy the Collingwood farm with your youngsters.
Yeah, and you enjoy Perth, and 1A on the way back again?
Oh, I don't know, it might be 1B this week.
1B.
I
was actually concerned. I got home, I've got to tell a little story. I got home and about 6:15. What was it, Saturday morning?
Saturday morning.
And jumped into bed, and then my little fella woke me up at 7:20, so I had my 35 minutes sleep.
Yeah.
And my wife wasn't concerned about me at all. All she wanted to know was if you were okay, because apparently you were copping an absolute selacking on the boundary line.
I think the Eagles fans thought I was still playing. I said I retired 5 years ago. But anyway, hopefully we get a win. Thanks, Danny.
Pleasure.
GWS, Saturday, twilight game. The reserves, the VFL play here at Punt Road, so come and have a look at them. That's been the Spotlight on round 19.